Alright, this episode is going to be on the 2023 Ford Raptor R. Amazing truck, turnkey off-road race truck. Go pick it up today from the dealer and on Friday and race it on the weekend and drive it to work, the grocery store, any place else you want to drive it during the week. Alright, let's get started. I'm anxious to share all that I've learned about this Raptor, the Raptor R. Alright, welcome to another episode of Gearhead Man. I'm Mark, your host, and this episode, like I mentioned, is going to be on the 2023 Ford F-150 Raptor R. Very impressive vehicle, very impressive truck. So let's get started talking about some of the key performance specs on this truck. And then we'll move on and maybe touch on each one separately. I just want to kind of give you an overview of what we're going to be looking at and what this truck is capable of. The thing I wanted to point out about the kind of highlighting the performance specs for the Raptor R is the 5.2 liter engine that it has, supercharged. It's the same package as in the current model of the Shelby GT500. However, the Shelby GT500 has 760 horsepower. They detuned the motor to give it better low-end torque, to have more performance and better performance off-road. And the other point I want to highlight is the rear suspension. They removed the leaf springs in exchange for 5-link coil suspension with pan-hard bar, which gives it a lot of room for travel. And it eliminates things like the hop because of all the horsepower and torque. I want to take a closer look at this 5.2 liter motor that's inside the Raptor R. You know, we talked about the specs, but it's a beast of a motor. You can't get this engine from Ford in the crate version. They only put it in the Mustang GT500 and now the Raptor R. Great motor and great performance. That's what the Raptor R needs. You know, I guess a lot of lovers of the Raptor have been beating down Ford's door trying to get another V8 put back in. You know, because it's 250 horsepower more than the V6 EcoBoost motor that's in the regular Raptor. And not much more weight, trade-off. They only had to make slight adjustments to the front suspension for that motor. Yes, I love this new badging for the Raptor R. You know, instead of putting Raptor R, it just highlights the R, first R on the side, red, and then it puts a small R, red R, in the front on the grill. I love that grill too. And that hood is functional. You can see there's inlets, air intake for the to feed the supercharger. And Getting a close-up of the Raptor with the red R on the first letter, and the close-up of the red R on the grill. Notice the 37-inch tires on 17-inch rims, off-road rims. Those had speed breakers. And that interior, man, I love that dash. Huge screen in the center. Continues the badging throughout the interior of the truck. On the center console, as well as back of the seats, or I guess on the seat front, top, and that grill. I love that dash, man. It gives you just a look into race mode that Raptor's in. I love the sound. You got the exhaust right. The look of the exhaust coming out the back. So this footage here, you can actually see how well it's been the front and the rear, how much travel you get. This is truly an off-road truck, race truck. That's not new for 2023. That was introduced back in 2021, I believe. The old body. But it still has a solid steel frame, so it can take a beating off-road. Ford's goal with the Raptor, each new generation and each new model, they're trying to get closer to a trophy truck. Like Baja and the Mint 400 and all those other off-road races. And I think this truck would be awesome. And one of the longest races in the U.S. is from Vegas to Reno off-road race. Unlike a lot of trucks, that grill, or that hood is functional, not just for looks. Now, I'm going to take a closer look at the frame itself. I love this footage that I got from Ford. It shows how beefy all the suspension and the frame, everything involved, and it calls out a lot of different components, let you know what they are. And like I mentioned earlier, it does have Fox shocks on the truck. Comes stock with those on the Raptor R. And there's a close-up of how the exhaust is plumbed, what's all involved with that. There's where the spare tire sits. I probably would move that to the bed. But yeah, I love the look of this exhaust. And it sounds amazing, man. Yeah, this frame, it definitely is going to take a beating off-road. Now there's a good cutaway of those BF Goodrich tires. Now, what do you think of this Raptor, the Raptor R? Man, I love the looks of the body, the badging on the exterior of the Raptor. I love the badging inside the Raptor. The dash is amazing, as you saw in the video. And man, there's so many improvements. I know the deletion of the rear leaf springs. It's not new for the Raptor R. That was introduced back in, I believe it was 2020, in the Gen 3 Raptor. Now, but Ford, you know, man, this is the first Raptor that's truly a turnkey race truck, if there ever was one. And I know Ford has some competition out there with this type of off-road truck, but I think they're leading the pack, which is kind of what I feel. That may be the Ford lover in me. I try to be impartial, but it's hard to sometimes. But I really love this truck, and if I could own one, I would have one. I want to focus on the trophy truck for a little bit here. Now, Ford and Ford Performance goal with the Raptor is to get as close to a trophy off-road race truck as you can see up above. That's one of Ford's race trucks, trophy trucks. So you can see there's a lot of similarity to the new Raptor R. Tires, wheel travel, everything that's involved in that. And I think they're getting there. I wouldn't be surprised if they make a, down the road, you know, they're making race Mustangs again with the Black Horse Mustangs, so I wouldn't be surprised if down the road there's going to be a turnkey trophy truck that you can buy from Ford. So keep an eye out for that. So let me know down in the comments what you think of this Raptor R, and good or bad. I love to hear what you have to say. I read all the comments. And next week, next Sunday, I'm going to release the an episode on the Ford Bronco Raptor. And please also down below, what other vehicles, you know, that Chevy or Dodge have that you would like to for me to do an episode on. I love to hear. Like I said, I read all the comments. I'm looking for feedback, good or bad, your feelings on this truck, and if you're not a subscriber, definitely hit that red subscribe button. You know, I always joke about this, but it doesn't charge you anything. You know, it doesn't cost you 1 penny. And if you're going to do that, please hit the bell icon as well. That way you get a notification every time a new episode posts here on Gearhead, man. Because you don't want to miss anything. And I look forward to seeing you guys next episode. Thanks for watching. Thank you for being a subscriber, and without you subscribers, the more I get, the more opportunity I have to bring you other things that currently I'm not able to cover or get access to. So please subscribe, and again, we'll see you next episode. Have a great week. Be safe.